Hi, besties, and welcome back to my freaking channel. It's me, JT, J to the motherfucking T, and welcome back to my channel, besties. I know it's been a minute. I know. But I have been going through so much stuff recently, and I'm here to share it with you guys. So yeah, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and sharing all my posts. We are slowly growing on YouTube, and I'm so thankful for you guys. You guys have changed my life, and with everything that you guys are doing as well, showing love and support, I just want to say I love you guys so much, and let's keep the family growing. And without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, guys, this should be my little walkie-talkie, shouldn't it? Okay. So, basically, this is a story time on how I found out that my recent current ex-boyfriend, pretty much might as well go ahead and say like 2 years or so, is a PEDO. Hashtag creep. I found this out recently as well. Not one time, 2 times. This is gonna be a 2-part story time. First time I found out, second time it came to light. So, are you guys ready for this? I don't even know if I'm ready for this, but I know a lot of you that follow me or like on social media or subscribe to me as well on here. A lot of you know who my ex is. And I know you guys are probably shocked, but quite frankly, I'm not. I'm not. It's the people that he be. I'm not. But yeah, it's that X. If you guys are thinking about the X, it's that X. So let's really get into it. All right, so this story time is going to take place back when we lived together. This is the first part. So back when we lived together, we moved in together. We got our first apartment together in the beginning of this year, like January time. We got our first apartment. We don't live together now. We're not together. Never will ever be together. But we had our apartment together, and we stopped living with each other around September time, like September 1st, on our freaking anniversary, actually. It's crazy. On our anniversary. It's crazy. But, yeah, so this pretty much take time on, I don't know how to freaking put it. I don't know where to start. We're gonna keep it cute and simple in this one. Pretty much, he had two. Okay, I'm gonna like this. He had an iPad and a laptop. Remember that, iPad and a laptop. I have never used none of his like electronics like that when we first ever started talking. I've never used none of his stuff. Keep that in mind. So I finally like decided, you know, and I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna say this: our relationships are rocky. Our relationships are not that good. You know what I mean? Like that's how you grow and you learn how to love each other. But I remember this one time I had asked to use his iPad, and mind you, I've never used his iPad before, but I finally decided to use his iPad. And I was like, I just want to use his iPad while I'm like, because I think I was like in the bathroom, like doing makeup or like freaking doing my hair or something like that. And I was like, I just want like a big screen so I can just watch a YouTube video while I have my phone playing like music or something like that, or I can just be on my phone texting or whatever while doing my hair and whatever. I remember I asked to use his iPad. He let me use his iPad. Gave me the password and everything to that. I had logged into it. You know, I'm on the iPad. He's at work. Mind you guys, he's at work. But you know me, I decided to do some snooping on the iPad too. Because I was like, he has never let me use the iPad. Let's really like see what's going on. So I go through the iPad, right? And pretty much I go through the photos. You know, you automatically go to photos just to see what's on there. I thought I was gonna see like little funny video, like old pictures of him when he was a baby, and like, you know, I can laugh at, you know, like old little videos. Because he's always complaining like how he looked when he was younger, yada yada yada. So I just want to see, I just want to laugh. But this took a turn for the worst. I pretty much scrolled through his iPad, going through, and what I seen on there, and I have the proof as well. I'll probably put the proof right here or right here. When I try to find them, I'm gonna insert some clips so that you guys can see. But I pretty much seen explicit pictures and videos of, it was like of teens or Twitter stars, I don't know. But that's not what I was like gagging at, because I'm like, if it's Twitter boys, you know, like you see that kind of stuff on Twitter. You know, they promote that stuff. But I started scrolling some more, and it was like messages I seen. I'm like, okay, so what are these messages about? So I click on the thing, and I'm like reading the message, and the messages are between him and another person who is also on the registry. I found that out too. Also on the, y'all know the registry I'm talking about. And I read messages where basically him and the other person were having conversations about little kids. When I say little kids, I mean like 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 4, I don't know, between those age ranges. Little kids. And they were like literally sending images of little kids talking about what they would do to them, how they would do them, in the most nasty and vile way. And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Mind you, I'm at home and he's at work. I didn't text him about it. I didn't say nothing to him until he got to that house. I'm not going to text him and be like, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Because that's going to get them the mindset, oh, I don't want to come home. I'm going to go leave. I'm going to do this. No, you're going to come home. Like everything's normal. And I'm going to sit you down right here. And we're going to talk about this. So, I sure in fact did text that motherfucker out. I got the messages right here. As soon as he got home, I pretty much was like nonchalant with him a little bit. Like I was like, he tried to give me a hug, tried to kiss me. I was, you know, not going for it. So I looked at him and I said, can we talk? He knows what I mean. When I say, can we talk to him? He knows. He starts stuttering and shaking. That's how I know he be lying too. When he lies, he starts stuttering and shaking, or he can never look me in my eyes. He always looking over here, when I'm right here. You know what I mean? I would always tell him like, I'm talking to you. You need to look at me. So I told him, I say, I need to talk to you. He's like, yeah, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, so I went through your iPad. I was blunt and honest. I went through your iPad. I seen images on there that I am very like disgusted by. So I told him, I straight up told him, I said, I seen disgusting images in your phone. You need to explain what these images are. And he's always stuttering. He can never look me in my eyes. He's always stuttering. Remember that. He's always stuttering. And that's how I know he lies. He loves to lie. So I'm like, I've seen those images in your phone. You need to explain to me what those images are. And the explanation better be good. Because right now I'm finna walk out your life, because what the fuck you got going on? You've been around my nephew. My nephew is 6. You've been around my nephew alone. You're talking about doing stuff with young kids with this other person who was also in the registry. Like, y'all are both sick in the head. Sick in the freaking head. So, he's explaining himself. He's explaining himself, trying to like, yada yada, just explain stuff. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. The camera's all dying. The camera is dying. Okay. I forgot where I was, guys. Bear with me on this story time. I make this one short and cute, simple until I get to part 2, because part 2 is where it gets juicy. Part 1. Back to what I was saying. I don't know where the freak I left off, but I'm just gonna like start off where I was. I think I was. Basically he's just explaining himself. Like, I was forced to do this. I was forced to like talk about this. I needed a place to live. He was forcing me to say this and that. Like, that's what the messages are. And some of the messages are edited Those messages were not edited, baby. That was you talking. That message was not edited. Stop lying. Those messages was edited. Like, I need a place to live. Like, you understand. Like, I was forced to do this, forced to do that, forced to. He kept saying he was forced. You're not forced to do nothing. If you're forced to talk about little kids in that way, leave. Regardless if that's your roommate or not, you need to leave. You chose to do that. You chose to sit there and talk about doing stuff with little kids at that time. You needs to leave. But you didn't want to leave. You didn't want to leave. Because you enjoyed that. And that's why you're disgusting as a human being. And deserve to be locked up. Simple. Like, you deserve to be locked up. For that. After you trying to cry and, I'm not this. Like, you gotta understand. Da, 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 like, I promise, like, that's not the case. I can call this person right now and let you know, like, I was forced to do da, 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 da. Okay. I let it go. I let it go. And that's really when our relationship started going rocky after that, because I could never look at him the same. And this happened back in, like, March. I would say probably, like, March. We were living together, so I did have to thug it out for a little bit. But I was also paying all the bills, so. When I found out about this stuff. And our relationship was rocky as hell, because, like, after I seen that stuff, I was like, nah. After seeing all that stuff, I let it go. I was like, I'm just going to be my side of the bed, sleeping, going to work, minding my business. That stuff that I seen in that iPad was the most traumatizing thing I've ever seen, and I don't wish that upon nobody, because that is the most disgusting, vile thing a human can ever do, is try to be in love with younger kids. And it's disgusting. Fast forward a little bit. We basically, around September time, we had broken up. And moved out away from each other, yada, yada, yada. And pretty much we tried, after we broke up, we tried to give another shot. You know what I mean? Like, we tried to give another shot again. Stupid me not thinking, because he explained himself, you know, got his family about, like, he explained himself about everything. Like, it was a misunderstanding, like, da, da, da. Mind you, I wasn't really, like, trying for it anymore. Like, honestly, I really did not want to be with him again. I'm just gonna be blunt and honest. I wasn't even trying to be with him again. But I probably can squeeze in part 2 with this too. I probably can. Just wait, y'all. Because this... Okay. Camera keeps dying, y'all. Bear with me. So, fast forward to us breaking up September 1st sometime. It was a rough time when I broke up with him. Like, it was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever done with somebody. But it was just like, you deserve better. You know you deserve better. I deserve a man, not a little boy. Simple. I deserve a man, not a little boy. A man that wants to work and not DoorDash every day. A man that can actually get his stuff together. A man that can have his own car. Yeah, I got him a car, by the way, y'all. That'd be a whole nother story time right there. I'll explain that story time too. Let's really wake it up. But pretty much fast forward into the present time right now. He has been in a bit of a pickle recently, just because of, I would say, he started contacting me again. We started back contacting with each other around Pride Month. So that'd be like October-ish time. We started being back in contact a little bit there. Like, we would check on each other here and there, making sure each other was good. Okay, cool. We hung out a few times here and there. Then, come to find out, there was this one dude. And I'm not gonna go in detail about this one dude, because I'm gonna do a whole nother story time about that one, of a crazy person. But there was this one dude that was a obsessed person with my current ex-boyfriend. He was very much obsessed with him, that he was harassing and doing the absolute most, like going on my social media, sending like death threats. Like, it was the most disgusting thing you ever do. Mind you, this person was 16. My ex-boyfriend is 22. apparently him and my ex-boyfriend were on the phone together, FaceTiming with each other, sending pictures, flirting with each other, probably hanging out, don't know. And apparently, the dude told my ex-boyfriend that he was 19. Come to find out, he was 16. And when he was told that he was 16, and I have that message too, and I'll try to pop it up right there. When he was told that he was 16, my ex-boyfriend said that was fine. So this is also putting icing on the cake that you're still a creeper, because that's still a young age. He's not 5, 6, 7, 8, you know what I mean? But he's still 16. He's 16. He's not even an adult. Like, you're 22. And he told you his age and you were okay with it. That's sick guy in the head, baby. So when I found out all this stuff, I was getting like, I confronted him about this again. He's still denying everything. I don't think that's the shit. I don't think this, da 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 da. Like, still denying everything. You're never going to change. You're never going to learn. What? Like, you need to go to jail. Like, you like, simple. Like, you're really crazy in the head. You are flirting with a 16-year-old. Then you're talking about doing stuff with little kids. It's adding up. You need to get yourself together. You need to get yourself together. I promise you do. Your so-called friends that you be around, and they just like bypass all this stuff. You need to get yourself together. And you need to get better friends. I'm so sorry. It's giving Diddy. It's giving Diddy, baby. It's giving Diddy. Like, you just love it. You just love it. And it's sad. But not to leave no cliffhanger or anything of that sort. I'm not going to go too much in detail on this one. Please go to part 2 right now.